Matt, how is everyone after what was obviously a disappointing weekend, but a good performance?
Yeah, I think that mixed. The overriding feeling has not changed from the weekend. We're all really disappointed of the outcome of the season. But that was mixed in with the pride of the performance, the pride at the way our supporters received the players at the end of the game and supported the club. So yeah, mixed.
How much can you focus on the one game you've got left in the Championship, and how much are you already starting to think about the future?
We have to focus on the weekend because we want to put in another performance. I've spoken about it before. We wanted to finish the season strongly, irrespective of the results on Saturday lunchtime. We wanted to finish strongly. We've done one game and we've got one to go. We're up against a really powerful team who have had an unbelievable season. Alex has done a fantastic job at Millwall, and they're a fantastic team. We're in for a really tough game. But from my side, we have to prepare to be the best we can possibly be. We know there's a situation at the top of the league where everyone's going to be fighting for points and promotion, and our professional integrity says we have to make sure that we're ready for what we need to be, but also our professional pride. We want to finish the season strong. We want to play as well as we possibly can.
Are you not tempted though to utilise players that you want to see more of, or you have plans to see more of next season?
I want to be the best we can be on Saturday. That has to be my focus. And I will pick the team that I believe is best to play in the way that we need to play on Saturday.
Have there been discussions with Ed Waldron, Grant Ferguson, the owner has been over as well, about what you want to happen over the coming months?
Of course, after the results of the weekend, your mind and you start thinking about what's going to come, right? Because up until that point, I'll give you my word, I'd not given it a thought. It was about focusing on the season. But those talks will be ongoing next week. Again, my job this week is to make sure that our team, our boys are ready for the game. So, of course, your mind starts thinking about little bits. I'm not going to deny that. You do start thinking, but ultimately, I've had to focus on the game because, again, I'll come back to my earlier point. We want to finish the season strong.
Do you feel that you need to prove anything personally? You're confident with your position for next season?
Yeah, I'm confident. Yeah, I think I've enjoyed my time at the club. It's obviously been not the outcome that we wanted for the season. So what was the question?
My point is that you've had an upturn in form.
Yeah.
Results have been better in your tenure than they were before you got here.
Yeah.
But you didn't get the outcome that you were looking for. Does that lead to an instability or concern about your position?
Right. Sorry. I didn't want to answer the question. I wasn't asked. Yeah, there's been an upturn. We knew we'd need to get to 50 points to try and stay in the league, but you never know, do you, how the league's going to go and pan out. We've been pleasantly content with some of the improvements that we've made, but ultimately we wanted to come and stay in the league. So yeah, I haven't given it much more thought than that. So sorry to dodge your question. I'm not giving much thought to my job, to the bigger situation. It's just been focus on, and ultimately as a manager or head coach, all you can do is focus on being the best you can be. What's considered is nothing I can affect.
There seemed to be quite a light mood here. The training session, when the guys came in from training session, I'm not saying it's a carnival atmosphere, but there seems to be kind of a reluctant acceptance. They're okay with what's happened because they know they've given it a good go.
Yeah, it's a good question. My weekend was not good. I think it's like, I had to apologise to my wife on Sunday before I kind of went to the dinner. I was not nice to be around. I hate losing. I hate all of that. But we've got another game to play at the weekend. And it's important that we now focus on what the future holds for our football club. You can't change the past. Like, there's nothing any of us can do to change the past. All we can do is focus on the here and now, being the best we could be today and making sure we're ready for the weekend and trying to build towards a brighter future. And ultimately, Emotion plays a big part in sport, in any sport, especially professional football. But you know, you're not judged on how many times you're knocked down. You're judged on how many times you get back up and fight. And we'll certainly be getting up and fighting.
I'll leave it there, doesn't it? And you're not going to top that with me. That's a great answer. Thank you.
Matt, it's a big squad, isn't it, at Oxford United, which I'm sure will be something to be addressed in the summer.
Yep.
In terms of Saturday for players, how important is performances for players to take into the summer, take into pre-season, whatever happens?
The main thing I'm looking for is character and attitude. Malachi, like to move forward. For us to move forward as a group and as a football club, we have to take the best characters and the best attitudes with us. That's ultimately, if you're successful at anything in life, it's because you're surrounding yourself with hard working, alignment, and it doesn't matter what industry you're involved in, whether it's football or whether you're involved in anything else. It's about alignment and hard work towards a goal. So for Saturday, I'm looking for attitude, I'm looking for character, I'm looking for all of those things to go into a performance. The performance is the outcome of all of those things that are in input. So we have to make sure we're ready to go, mate, and that's what I'm looking for on Saturday.
Have you felt that from the players this week? Are they still, motivated, even though there's nothing technically to play for this
Saturday there wasn't, and we put on a good performance. So let's hope that we can do the same again on Saturday.
Do you feel, obviously you mentioned about looking forward and your job and things like that, do you feel backed still by Ed and those higher up?
Yeah, absolutely. I've not heard anything to the contrary, so I keep doing my job. I don't, I don't know anything else, so I keep working. We've spent lots of time with Ed this week, as we always do, working, talking about everything that's going on around the building, around the team. So from my side, nothing's changed. So as a head coach and as a manager, keep working.